Question 17, and this could be a bit of a kerfuffle. So this is various heights of things, and anything less than 150 is 0, 4, 16. We're doing a cumulative frequency. So now we add 35 onto 16 and we get 46, 51. Then we add 7, so that's 58. So this is obviously the heights of 60, possibly plants, although they're quite tall plants. Right. Now, on the next thing, we've done that. Circle the class that contains the lower quartile. So that's the lowest 15. Oops. So that's the lowest 15, which is, so it must be between 160. So this one would be where number 15 is. So that's got up to 20. So that means that between 4 and there is where it is. So it's going to be in this bit here. Okay. Again. Now, draw a cumulative frequency graph to show this off. So we've got 0, 0, or we've got 0, 150. Here we go. So we've got 0 at 150. We've got 4 at 160. We've got 16 at 170. So that would be there. We have 51 at 180. So that's gone up quite a lot there, and mostly in that bit. Then we have at 190, we have 58. And 200 is an extra 2, so that's that. So now you have to do a nice smooth, it's not beautiful, but it's kind of there, version. And now I suspect I'm going to have to answer a question about it. No, I don't. So that's quite useful. So a road has 3 sections, D, E, and F. So this is, like, we're going to have to draw this, I think, but it may not involve that much. So so this is D to F, and D to E is 3 to 5. So that's 3 to 5. So that's D, E, F, and that's 3 to 5 there. So that means that's 3 out of 8, and that's 5 out of 8 to get from D to E. And then E to F is 11, so that's 7 out of 4, and that's 7 elevenths, and that's 4 elevenths. There we go. What fraction of the length of the road is section D? D to E. Oh, I see. So, so D is the 3 within that. E, and this is this to this. So actually it's D to E is 3 to 5. E to F is 7 to 4. Right, that's how you do that. And then we're going to times this out. So we're going to find the lowest common denominator, which is 35. If we times that by that, so that means we times the 5 by 7, so we times the 3 by 7, which is 21, and we times the 4 by 5, which is 20. Now that gives us what it is, D to E to F, which means the fraction of the length of the road is section D. So that would mean we add all the bits up. So 21 plus 35 is 56, plus 20 is 76, is all the bit of the road, and then 21 over 76, and that is, I think, as much as I can do with that, because because I don't think they both have anything in common, but I might be wrong. And work out the value of 5 over 4 to the minus 2. Now, I would always separate this out when I'm doing this. So 5 to the 4 will do, so let's do 5 to the 4 to the 2 and then to the minus 1. So I'm going to square it, so that's 25 over 16. And now that's the minus 1, and that just means the reciprocal, or flip it. So that's 16 over 25. And likewise, I'll do the same with 9 over 100. So that's the 3 over 2. So that means do it to the half, and then raise it, then cube it. So if you're doing it to the half, that's the same as saying you're doing a square root. So the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 100 is 10. And now we're going to cube that, and the cube of 3 is 27, and the cube of 10 is 1,000. The thing to remember about this is if you see that something's a square number, it's quite likely you're going to be asked to square root it. If you see something's a cubic number, you might be asked to cube root it. And then finally, the only solution to x squared plus bx plus c is 15. So the only solution to x squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is x equals minus 15. Work out the values of b and c. So that means that so the answer is that x plus 15 squared is going to be the answer. So if we now times out x plus 15 times x plus 15, that will tell us what we're going to get. So we're going to get x squared plus 15x plus 15x plus 225. So that's x squared plus 30x plus 225, which means that b equals 30 and c equals 220. 0.61 are recurring, so 0.61111111 to a fraction. So we know that x equals that. And we know if we leave it as x, it doesn't line up very nicely. So we'll make it 100x equals 61.11111111. And then we'll make it 10x, and that equals 6.11111111. Now, if we take everything away from each other, it means we get rid of all the 1111s. So 100 minus 10 is 90. Put a little x in. 61 minus 6, we get rid of all the ones anyway, is 56, 55 even. And that's x then equals 55 over 90. Divide through by 5, so x equals 11 over 18. And that's that done.